Okay, this instrument here is called the fife. These type of instruments, they're like the flute, and they've been around in European countries since around the 12th century. They've been used for military ceremonies and with military organizations since around the 16th century. These instruments are traditionally made of wood. You can see I have some different ones here in my hand. Sometimes they were a brown type wood, sometimes they were really a darker, almost black type of wood. This is a plastic replica, but it would have been like a darker wood that was kind of like this color. These instruments, because they're very high in pitch, they were used in different types of, to sound signals in the military, to notify the troops to do different things, wake up calls, when to do this, when to march, when to move. And then they would also just play popular music while the military would just march along. Let's see, usually in the military groups, they would have a couple of fifers, and then they would also be accompanied by 2 drummers. So they usually use the term band for those, a couple of little musicians that would be towards the front of the military. And like I said, this instrument's higher pitched. It's what we would kind of consider close to like a flute and a piccolo nowadays. Piccolo is a smaller version of a flute, and it has an even higher sound than the flute, which is the highest instrument of the actual band. So this has a little higher sound as well, and it can be heard with those higher notes. It can be carried for very far distances. So I'm gonna play a couple little tunes for you on the fife today. The first one is Yankee Doodle. I'm gonna play the one that we kind of are familiar with nowadays, and also the one that was created back in the 1700s. Here's another famous tune called the British Grenadiers. This is The World Turned Upside Down. And then The Girl I Left Behind Me. And lastly, here is The Rose Tree. little bit of the fife. Hi everyone! We're going to talk to you a little bit about an older instrument called the penny whistle, also called the tin whistle. These types of instruments have been around for a very, very, very long time in various cultures all over the world. There were some that originally made of even bone, little tiny like bird bones, and they would just kind of chisel out a few holes to kind of play in. But these instruments have 6 little finger holes in them. And, you know, original ones, they were made out of these little tin or a tin type material, kind of simple, easy to make, didn't cost very much money to make. And a very popular instrument to kind of play some fun tunes. It was easy to pop in your pocket or in a bag and kind of tote around and pull out and kind of play when you got together with your friends and family. So we're going to play for you a couple little tunes on the penny whistle. And actually, if you have a recorder at home, you can actually play along with us. We're going to post pictures of our sheet music of what we're playing. And the recorder and the penny whistle have the same notes. So if you have a recorder, you can play along with us. Okay, so the first song we're going to play is La Tratus. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, and go. Okay, this next little tune is called the English Dance. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. And this next song is a little bit faster. A song that you may know called What Shall We Do with a Drunken Sailor? Casey? You play one? 2 times? 1, and ready, and... Song. This is called the Irish Washerwoman. It's, you know, the tin whistle was kind of famous for playing along for dances and such around colonial time periods. So this is a little bit more of a faster, dancey kind of a song. And there's a little bit of sounds from the tin